So far in our classes, we learned about procedure, table functions, and we seen how to create how to use different SQL statements like create, alter, modify. All we worked on it, right? And in our today's class, this is the last in the SQL, okay, where we are going to learn about how to create local tables in a SQL, in a command prompt, okay, not in a table function, not in a procedure. Now we are going to learn how to create some local tables in a SQL, like when we go to HANA, when we open SQL prompt here. In this SQL prompt, if you want to create multiple local tables and join later part or work with the local tables, how you can write one single statement using this. Generally, this method we will follow in the traditional SQL methods and all. Okay, SQL traditional SQL part. So let's discuss about our example first. Then I will go into the system and I will explain you how to write it. Okay. So our example is I have one table called T1 underscore. Okay, I need to check whether it is there. Okay. We have one table called T1 underscore sales. Okay. In this screenshot, we can see in this T1 underscore sales table, we have around 6 records are there. Okay. And I have another table called T underscore material where I have the material in disk material and it's a description. Okay. Now what I am going to do is I am going to write one SQL statement in my command prompt where I am bringing data from tables separately and I am bringing data from my material table separately and later join these two tables to get my desired output. This this is just an example to explain my concept here, how to use this with keyword. Okay, how to use this with the keyword. This I am taking this as an example, but in real time we may use a different complex scenarios. Okay, so let's jump into our example and let's see how we can use this with keyword. By using this with keyword, what we can do, we can create multiple internal tables in one SQL statement and later use those output of the internal tables to generate another output. Okay, so everything in one SQL statement. At the end, all our SQL is generated as a single SQL statement. So let's jump into the system to understand how it exactly works. So to understand this one, we will go to HANA modeling. Under systems tab, we need tables. Okay. And in my table section, right click. Fetch underscore. Okay, I need one example, right? That's why I'm struggling here. 1 second. So, okay, so we have some tables already in our system with the sales underscore 1, sales underscore 2, and something like this, right? Now, what I am going to do is I'm going to create one one more table here for sales underscore material just to get my keyword, such keyword I'm going to create. First, before that, let's close all things. Okay. Now let's see what is my sales underscore one data. So if I right click on my table, open content. So my sales underscore one table contains around 6 records. Okay, this is the data. And now what I'm going to do is I'm going to create a new table now. New table, sales underscore material master. Okay, material underscore master data. Let's give this name. And here I am going to define two columns. One is material column, material of column of length 18, which is a key to my table. And I'm going to create one more text column, txt underscore md master medium text. Okay, txt underscore md, which is of medium text type of length. Let's give around 40. Okay, this is the text table. I'm just clicking on execute button, table created. Now let's refresh here to see our table name. Where it is, sales underscore, yeah, sales underscore material master data. Yeah, this is my table. Now I'm going to generate some records in it. Okay, right click here, generate insert statement. So here I'm going to generate some records here, M1, material 1. In the same way, I'm going to generate, 1 minute before doing this. Now let me see what data I have in my sales here, M1, M2, M3. Okay, let's use only one more record, M2. M2 of material 2, and let's create a one last record with M4, not M3, M4. That's it. I'm going to create 3 records into my table. Yeah, all 3 got created. Right click here, open content. Now I have 3 records in my material master data table. Okay, so now coming back to our example today. So what we are going to learn? We are going to learn how to use with keyword in our day-to-day environment. Okay, so when we use with, if you want to create multiple internal tables on your select statement, then we go for this with keyword. So let's see how to write it. So take your SQL prompt, SQL console. Now with after the table name. So you need to give your local table name. So I am giving T1 underscore sales with T1 underscore sales. Okay. As select star from my table name sales underscore 1. Okay. Sales underscore 1. So with this, what happen is we are creating one local table. Generally, if you create this, if you write only select statement, you will get select statement output. By doing it, what you are doing here, you are creating a local table T1 underscore sales in your SQL statement. Okay. After this, just write select again star from T1 underscore sales. So what would happen is initially it will create one internal table T1 underscore sales and stores the output what we written within these brackets. So the output of the statement is it contains 6 records, right? Those 6 records will be stored under my T1 underscore sales. When I do select star from T1 underscore sales, it will return data from my T1 cell. Second. Incorrect in T1 underscore sale. Is there anything wrong? With as select star from T underscore sales. Just a second. Sorry. Something in wet line number 1 with here itself it is giving problem. Why it is giving problem? It shouldn't give any problem with the T1 underscore sales. Incorrect syntax. Just a second. Yeah. So yeah, we don't have any problem. Something wrong with underscore here. So by redefining underscore here, issue got resolved. Okay, and execute. You see now I got data. So now we are not able to understand whether it is this data coming from this one. So what we can do is instead of select star, what I do is select doc underscore number comma created on. Okay, so this particular select statement returning only 2 columns as an output from this table. Okay, now this 2 columns output was stored under my local table t1 underscore sales. Now let's try to execute this one. You see, now I got, now t1 underscore sales is a table of type the return statement of this type. Okay, so in this way I created one select statement. I created one local table. Now if you want to create another local table on your select statement, then how to write? So just I'll keep this last select statement aside. If you want to create one more local table on your select statement, keep comma here and then write one more, select t2 underscore sales. Okay, um, as. So to understand this scenario, what I am going to do is, here in this where condition, I am writing material is equal to M1. Okay, now I am going to create one more local table T2 underscore sales, as within the brackets I am going to write again one more select statement, select doc underscore number comma created underscore on from this table where material is equal to M2. So this way, what I did, T1 sales is my first internal table, T2 sales is my second internal table. I separated these two statements with the comma. This is very important. Okay. After defining all your internal tables, at the end, don't keep any comma. This is very important. Don't keep any comma. Directly write your select statement. Now my select statement will be like select star from T1 sales, union select star from T2 sales. Why I am using union? Because my T1 sales and T2 sales both are having same structure. I can use union command here. So if I click on execute, now you see my data. Okay, we don't have material here to understand whether M1, M2 came here or not. So let's keep material also in our output. Here add material. Here also add material. Okay. So now you see I have M1 data and M2 data in my output. So now like this we created two internal tables in my select statement. Now I want to add one more internal table where T3 underscore material underscore master data. Okay. So now as here also you need to keep as. So select within the brackets we need to write our select statement. Select star. I want to bring all columns from my material master data from my material master data is sales underscore material, right? Yeah, material master data. Give this table name. And here the one of the beauty is you can use internal tables again here. Okay, here where material is equal to, sorry, where is from 1 minute. If you want to use material, then you need to use join. Okay, from this one. 1 second, how to write, and I'm thinking about example. Sorry for that. I'm not using any where condition. So I created one more T3 table, okay, as a new table, internal table, and bringing all data from my material master data. Okay, yeah. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to create one more, okay, table T4 underscore output as. So here every time we are using select, right, single select, but we can use this time what I'm going to use, I'm going to use two select statements here, this union and this union. And in my final whenever I go for final select statement, don't keep comma here. That is very important. Okay, so here what I'm going to write is select star, select let's say star from T4 underscore output join, or else left outer join my T3 underscore material master data. I am giving alias name. You see, now here we are going to learn how to provide alias name also. I am giving T4 output as a alias name as A, and my T3 master data I am giving as B. Okay, with on I am giving join condition on A dot material is equal to B dot material. Okay, and when coming to the select statement, I am giving star, which is not correct. I need to provide now A dot star. Why? Because T4, my T4 output, I am giving Ilyas name as A, so that I have to give here A dot star, and I want to bring description data information from my B table, so I am going to give B dot txt underscore txt master data. That's it. By learning this particular session scenario, I hope you already have knowledge on union statement, select statement, and join statement. If you have thorough knowledge on all these, SQL commands, then my session will be more understandable to you, or else it will be difficult to understand. Keep this in mind. Okay. Yeah. Now you see, we got output document number created on material master data. So what we are at the end learning here is, if you want to create one SQL command by using some multiple internal tables, how to write it on the SQL statement, we are learning it. Generally, these local tables we create on procedures and table functions. So you have to run the table function or procedure to get the desired output. But without creating any table procedure, table function or procedure, if you want to, type your scenario and understand how it works on a SQL prompt, by using this particular with command, we can create multiple local tables. Okay, that's all for today. So I hope you are able to understand how to create a use with statement and how to create multiple local tables. And always remember, the last select must not preceding with comma. Here there should be no comma when you are writing the last select statement. Okay, remember this one. And you can use any type of operations here. Okay, that's all. Yeah, I'm stopping my recording. Nothing to discuss further here.